Madden football is the home of Super Bowl 57. And this historic matchup is brought to you by EA Sports. It's the reigning Super Bowl champs and the Seahawks. And it comes your way next.
It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Tonight it's all on the line. We play for the Lombardi Trophy, as it'll be the AFC champion Baltimore Ravens taking on the NFC champions. Brandon Gaudin along with Charles Davis, and what a season it's been for our AFC champions. And this was a fight just to get to the Super Bowl. You got to figure that they are very battle-tested and ready.
I'd agree with you 100% about that. You don't get there without having those types of attributes, and that's what you look for in a Super Bowl team. Character, confidence. These guys don't lack for either one of those. Now they're here. Now they're ready to win.
Meanwhile, our NFC champions, they have gone through a lot to get where they are. Everybody knows their story this season. What's the key for them as they start this Super Bowl?
Let's go full cliche on this one because it works. Remember what got you here. Been a winning formula all season long. This is a team that when we saw them in the preseason, we said they look like a group that has what it takes to be a Super Bowl winning team, and we've been proven right by what we've seen throughout the season.
The game's first play produces 6 yards, brings up second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 31-yard line.
Jackson from the shotgun. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
I like it, I like it, I like it. Get everyone involved in the passing game, and you know you can create those great mismatches throwing it to your guys out of the backfield.
And on the first drive, that can also help establish some rhythm, right?
I think so, and gets everyone involved. They feel like they're part of it, and really gets them amped up as they go forward.
And across midfield he goes into Raven territory. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Throwing is Jackson. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he'll get it down to the 47 here.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon. And it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a first down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
Flush to his right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
Second down and 10.
Here's 2nd and 10. They go play action with Jackson. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that is caught at the 10-yard line. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf with a first touchdown of this Super Bowl, and a long one at that. And the Seahawks are on the board first here in this Super Bowl. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returned. It's a touchback, and they'll begin at the 25. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. You look at this Super Bowl, the second appearance for this head coach. The first one did not go as planned, as we all know. But what do you think he's learned from that first go-around?
He learned how much it hurts to lose, and that's what you hear from coaches so often. They don't remember the wins as much as they remember the losses. You can talk about the media, the scrutiny, the hoopla, but once you've had to shake a head coach's hand and jog off the field and know you have to face the media, face your fans, face your home life, knowing that you've lost the Super Bowl, that hurts big time, and you're going to do everything possible to try and prevent that from happening again.
A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. A shotgun snap and again to Dobbins. And here he'll get it down to the 7.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Now Dobbins again on second down. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person that's on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another first down run right there.
Trying to keep those big legs churning, but he's going to go down in the backfield. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle, but collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
Back at the 2 now. Here's 2nd and goal. Dobbins. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. The tally there, -2 yards, brings up 3rd down. The defense was ready for the run-pass option, diagnosed it perfectly.
Not only did they stack him up at the point of attack, but he was met by a host of light-colored jerseys.
A big one here early in this Super Bowl. It's 3rd and goal. Wilson gets rid of it quickly, and he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. Calling a loss of 2 there on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the touchdown on the opening drive of the ball game. It was countered by just a field goal. So, hey, if your guys can do that for 4 quarters, you're in good shape.
Yeah, it is a team game, so that's just good complimentary football. But, you know, I know I'm no brainiac, but you trade 6s for 3s, things are going to work out in your favor. Someone's sharp in this game. I mean, a touchdown pass on the first drive, it comes right back, and he's flinging it around really well here.
Really nice throw there to pick up the first down. You kind of just feel a laser focus and confidence about him, and I think we saw that this week, didn't we? Talking to him and the coaches, they felt good about his performance coming up.
Yeah, I was really impressed with that last practice we saw when they went through 2-minute drill, when they went through all the different situations. Ball hardly hit the ground, and I thought, yeah, he might be locked in for this one.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now a handoff looking right. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. 8 yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Off the play fake. Here's Jackson. And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Justin Matabike. He's the culprit, dropping him for a 2-yard loss. The Ravens bring out an extra defensive back here on 3rd. Now Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's McKenzie. And he's going to be taken down with the first down at the Ravens 19. Had the offense humming on the first drive. Not much has changed here on drive number 2.
No, and I think a lot of times confidence just really kicks in for a team. They may have been confident going into the game, but once you prove it on a drive, it's hard to get out of that mindset, isn't it? And look, let's face it, we can always lock in on the skill position, guys. Those big fellas up front, they're really making this offense go early in the game.
From the red zone now, here's Jackson on first down. And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And this is going to result in losing yardage. They're driven back to the 8-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Now it's Jackson. His pass caught at the 4. They'll get this halfway home from the 8 to the 4 on a gain of 4.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he ended up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
Gonzalez's kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
No run back here, down to a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Jordan Brooks charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Play action. It's Wilson. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones. He juked him. And what a return as he brings this all the way back down to the 20-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them, and they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd and 4. Here's Jackson to throw. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Gerald Everett there to make the grab. And the Seahawks continue to look good here in the first half of this Super Bowl. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And the lead is now 17-3. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches, that's all they talk about, turnovers, right?
Minimizing those.
Wilson hit. It's loose. It's out. Fumble.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
So they keep the football, but now face 2nd and long. They go play action now. Wilson. That is caught. Rashad Bateman. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A big connection on that one. 35 yards.
First and 10 at the 46-yard.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up first and 10. Now Wilson. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Good, sure hands there from a guy not accustomed to catching a whole lot of passes. But how about the way he was able to pull that one in and pick up good yardage?
On second down, a run with Dobbins. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2. Off the play fake. Here's Wilson. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he will have a Ravens first down. At least it appears that way. And he got it by maybe the length of a football.
First and 10 at the 36-yard.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Here's Wilson to throw. Flushed out right. He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be taken in by Andrews for a Ravens touchdown. Mark Andrews, 36 yards. And the Ravens have cut it to within a score. Tucker able to connect on the extra point. And that'll cut the lead down to a touchdown. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They have to be pleased with the way that they've moved the football thus far. And
why wouldn't they be? 2 touchdowns on a field goal in their first 3 possessions. They're playing so well right now, the field goal probably feels like a disappointment.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Coming up in a couple of minutes, we'll get you to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. The coach will have stats and scores from earlier today in the NFL. Looking to throw again on second down. Jackson going down the middle, and it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
And that's a more than acceptable read right there because it's zone coverage, so timing is everything. This time he waits for his man to come open, puts it right on him, and they pick up a first down.
Now Jackson on first down. Buying time to his left. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at second down.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson is going to float this one deep right side. And it's intercepted. It's Chuck Clark picking it off. And the Ravens are going to have the football at their own 1-yard line. Well, he's certainly not been afraid to take some chances downfield. Now, look, it's paid off for him a couple of times. That time, not so fortunate.
And that's where I want to start, what you said. It's paid off a couple of times. So his aggressiveness has been good for his offense for the most part. So he throws an interception there. No one likes that, but I would not rein him back in. The return on investment thus far has been pretty good. 2 touchdowns to 1 interception.
Now Wilson down around his goal line. This will be caught by Brown. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 45 seconds to go in the first half.
First and 10 at the 17.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. He's going deep for Brown. And got his man complete. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch.
Tucker with the extra point, and we are tied here in the second quarter. 17-17 the score. All even to this point as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they've got a little under 40 seconds to go if they want to try to put something together here.
Throwing left side, it's complete. Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. Now it's Jackson. He hits his target, Lockett. And he will go out right near the 35-yard line. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician Marvin, isn't he? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Jackson's throw caught here by Metcalf.
And he is out of bounds inside the 30. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And it'll be second and very short.
It's second and inches at the 26-yard line.
From the gun, it's Jackson. Being chased out left. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. He connected on his first. This time it's 39 yards away.
Gonzalez's kick is good.
And with that, they take the lead here 20-17. No problems in the field goal department so far. He's 2 for 2.
Pretty reliable here in this game, isn't he? And to me, that bodes well for them. If they need him late in the game, his confidence should be sky high.
So we've reached halftime here in the Super Bowl. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report.
Both teams with some extra time to prepare during this long halftime break. But we're about ready to restart the second half of Super Bowl 57. So let's get back out to Arizona and Brandon Gott.
Okay, Coach, thanks as always. This one's still anyone's game as we welcome you back for quarter number 3.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And they trail here in the Super Bowl, but fortunately for them, Charles, very much still within striking range.
Yeah, things didn't go exactly the way they planned in the first half. To me, they appeared to be a little bit tight, made a few errors they normally wouldn't. But, of course, this is the Super Bowl, so things get a little bit heightened in that regard. But I think they have to feel a little fortunate. They're only down what they are here starting the third quarter.
Play action. Now Wilson. Man open, that's Calvin Ridley. And some room to maneuver. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. A big play there on the catch and run.
The timing was absolutely true as he caught it working across the field. Plenty of space for him to roam. But notice how he keeps his head on a swivel, looking for defenders who may crop up out of nowhere. That turned into a big play.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard.
He hasn't had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard. Another run here with Dobbins. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line.
I have to think a major focus at a halftime means had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level, make sure that block's secure before they slide off and try and chip someone at the second level.
On 1st and 10, it's Wilson.
He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins.
And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 8 there on the play. And it'll bring up a 2nd down.
Here's a give to Dobbins.
And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the third quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Making a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now.
And the Ravens have regained the lead in the second half of this Super Bowl.
Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that will make this a 4-point game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown.
And this will be a touchback, so they'll bring it out to the 25.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent, still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Jackson on 1st down. Eluding the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
So I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
Now here's a handoff out of the gun.
They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves him with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
On 3rd down, Jackson. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is intercepted. Anthony Averett picks it.
And the Ravens are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. So they tried to take the deep shot there, but this defense up to the task.
And a lot of times when you air a ball out like this, if it does get intercepted, there's going to be a lot of space out there to set up a return. And remember, you've got 5 big offensive linemen out there playing on their feet in open space. Not a skill most of them possess that allows for extra yardage on the return.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
He's going deep for Brown. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Sidney Jones.
And the Seahawks are going to get the football back at their own 17. Now, he exited the pocket trying to improvise. That was a tough throw, and unfortunately, it wound up in the wrong pair of hands.
And Brandon, when you're on the run, sometimes your downfield vision can get skewed just a bit. Now,
and this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play that time through the air. 35 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. Here's Johnson with a reception. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone.
I love the drive they're working on here because they know they can take the lead with a touchdown. And so far on this drive, so good. They've moved the ball down the field with very little resistance defensively. But they better be prepared for some adjustments to come their way now.
They'll find Everett there, complete. Touchdown, Seahawks. Gerald Everett, his 2nd touchdown of this Super Bowl. And the Seahawks are going to retake the lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that gives them a 3-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here.
3rd quarter of the biggest spectacle in sport, the Super Bowl. Thanks for joining us, everybody. 2nd and 10.
Now Wilson. Well, that'll be caught by the big tight end, Andrews. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
And this is going to be hauled in by the tight end, Andrews. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their body.
And this is caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A big connection on that one. 30 yards. 2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. 1 quarter remains here in the Super Bowl. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Again, Wilson. And Wilson's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Casey Hayward. He's got daylight. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. I tell you what, credit is due there on them preventing the touchdown after that interception.
How about him chasing him down and not giving up the pick 6? Because what happens a lot of the time is when you see the interception, you just kind of hang your head a little bit and you momentarily pause because you're frustrated. He shook that off and gave great chase and got it done.
Still a great return and very good field position. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down.
Justin Madubuike
able to drop him that time for his 2nd sack of the evening. So now 20 yards to go on 2nd down after the sack. Work to be done.
Hands it off out of the gun.
And he takes it past the 45 and down at the 46.
All right, that's a decent game there, but it hasn't been his best game overall. So I wonder what the mindset is of his team. Do they want him to handle the football and try and close this game out? Or are they going to make an alternative plan and maybe go in a different direction?
I think they need him, and this is his time to shine. And he gets this only to the 44-yard line. Not near enough to keep the drive alive. Now here's Michael Dixon, as he should be able to pin him back deep here with his first punt. Offense set at the line for this next drive.
And this could become a career-defining drive for some. Down 3, fourth quarter of the Super Bowl. This is where the legends are made in the National Football League as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making it.
And for the 4th time tonight, it's an interception. Picked off by Casey Hayward. Then it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line. Agreed, that's twice now in this 4th quarter.
As a quarterback, a lot of times you think it's all on you to make plays when you're losing. And here, the play's not there, but he throws it anyway.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's got it. Caught in the end zone for the Seahawk touchdown.
Juwan Jackson there to make the grab. And the Seahawks are starting to pull away in the 4th quarter of this Super Bowl.
Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And we're at the time in this Super Bowl where, look, they need points. And they need them badly. Trailing here in the 4th quarter as they begin this drive 1st and 10.
He's going to fire one deep over the middle.
And that will be incomplete.
Would have been a big hitter if they had connected. Instead, it's 2nd down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Escaping the... And a big loss here as he's taken down.
Alton Robinson.
A sensational effort by him, and that is one of the biggest losses you'll ever see on a sack. Facing the prospect of a punt from their own end zone, they need some cushion. Let's see what they can do on 3rd down. From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. He's going deep for Brown. He's got a man, complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. It's a big play there for Baltimore. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs...
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Sidney Jones.
And the Seahawks are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense.
And they have been the better of the two sides to this point with a 2-score lead, 4th quarter of this Super Bowl, and the Lombardi Trophy within reach as they start this drive 1st and 10.
Tackle made by Tyus Bowser. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end.
And, Brandon, this is the time of the game when Jackson could really take over. He's got the defense's legs a little bit tired. He's got them on the run.
Yeah, this defense looks gassed, and you're exactly right. Second half with the lead, this is when Lamar Jackson seems to thrive.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and it'll be second down. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. And no doubt what they're looking to do is just salt away the final couple of minutes and escape with a win. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. This is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Throwing now is Jackson. Flush to his right. First down and more for Jackson.
And Jackson going to have the first down as he will get to the ground to avoid the contact.
That is an absolute backbreaker. That was a design passing play, wasn't a draw. You think you got him stopped, good coverage downfield, and he's able to pick up the first with his legs. Defensively, that kicks into your psyche and hurts a little bit, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and here's the thing. Anytime you give up a first down, it hurts you psychologically, but it hurts more when they get it this way because you've covered everything. He didn't have any place to throw the football. He takes off running and picks it up anyway, and now you have to stay on the field for an extra set of downs.
And really could have used that stop trailing here in the fourth. And down right around the 32-yard line, 4 yards on the pickup.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And the Seahawks are the class of the NFL. Seattle wins the Super Bowl. And to the Super Bowl champions, they etch their name forever in NFL immortality.
That's pretty phenomenal right there. It actually gave me chills just to hear you say that because immortality forever and ever. When you look in the record books, you'll see this team, you'll see their picture, that your name will be a part of it. That's got to be an incredible feeling because it's been a long journey to get there, and now they get a chance to enjoy it.